Hello, I just wanted to take a minute and look over chromosomes. So, what is a chromosome? So, I'm going to highlight a couple of features of the chromosome. There's a lot more to discuss about it, but just for our purposes, let's just go over the basics of what a chromosome is. That genetic information that you're looking at during mitosis that's being split up or evenly divided. So, as we mentioned, it's genetic information. So, what you're looking at here is DNA, that double helix DNA. And what you'll notice is if you follow it is that DNA molecule is coiling itself. It's wrapping around these little purple basketballs. These are called histones. These proteins are histones, and the DNA coils itself around all these histones. And as you can see, the coiling gets more and more complicated, but it is super organized. It's not like the Christmas lights that we try to wrap up nice and neatly and store away. This is an infinitely more organized structure and organization. And as you can see here, the coiling continues. So it's coiling upon coiling upon coiling. So there's different layers to this organization, and it supercoils around something called, or at least it takes the shape of what we call a chromosome, which is that little X molecule shape that we're looking at here. Let me try to center it so we can get a better look. All right. So here is my chromosome, the X chromosome. So what are you looking at exactly when you see this little X shape? What you're looking at is two sister chromatids. All this right here that I'm pointing at is genetic information from one cell. And then during the S synthesis phase of interphase, you guys remember interphase split up into G1, S phase, and then G2. During S phase, this genetic information is copied, and then a second form of information, or a second copy, is this one right here. This is the sister chromatid. The genetic information that is on this sister chromatid is identical to the genetic information on this arm right here, this side. And as you can see here, it makes a thin little waist there. And this center portion of the chromosome is called a centromere. And at this centromere, if you recall back to your mitosis, at one point in anaphase, these sister chromatids will be separated. Each one will go to their own new cell. And they are separated by the microtubules that make a connection to the centromere. In the centromere, there's another protein called the kinetochore. And that kinetochore protein will bind with the microtubules, and then they are slowly pulled away from the middle, from mitosis going into anaphase. And then anaphase pulls that genetic information into what's going to become a new cell that will have the same genetic information as the previous cell. So you end up with two cells that have the same information. So again, just a quick recap. Chromosomes are made up of DNA supercoiled into an X shape, and the left side of the X is a set of information, and the right side of the X is the identical copied information that is on the left side. And then you have the centromere, where the kinetochore and the microtubules will join and will be at that point pulled away in anaphase to make sure that each cell has the same genetic information. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.